Hey guys, welcome back. So we're just starting off by going in with this soft ochre paint pot by MAC. I'm just going to apply this all over my eyes using this e.l.f. brush. I can't remember the exact name, but I will list everything down below. So I'm just using that to prime my eyes. Then I'm just applying some Scotch tape to make sure the eyeshadows are really crisp and leave a really nice line after we remove the tape. And I'm just starting off by going in with the Morphe 35O palette and taking the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm just going to set that primer. And then you see me going in with this orangey shade, and I'm just taking that on my Morphe E27 brush and I'm just buffing that into the crease just to create a really nice warm transition. Then going in with the warm brown that's next to it, and I'm switching out brushes for the G17 by Morphe and I'm just blending that a little bit more precisely into the crease. Then taking this warmer brown on the Morphe M433 brush, I'm just packing that onto the outer corner of the lid and lightly buffing that into the crease as well. Then taking the darker brown shade next to it, and I'm just going to pack that a little bit closer in, so we're sort of creating like a gradient with these shades. And then I'm going in with the darkest brown in the palette and I'm going to pack that a little bit more precisely in. So as I said before, just creating a gradient and making sure everything is really blended and smoky. Then you see me going back in with the lightest shade in the palette and just packing that onto the inner corner of the eye and blending it a little bit out with the E27 brush just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Then I just removed the tape from my eyes. As you see, it gives a really nice crisp line. And then I'm just going in with this black gel liner by Sigma and I'm just doing a very thin line on my top lash line, and then I'm just tightlining with this NYX black eyeliner just to make sure when we apply the lashes that there's no skin colored parts showing, if you guys get what I mean. And then I'm just going in with these Lotus Lashes. These are in the style 501 and I'm so obsessed with these. Now just going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I'm just applying this underneath my eyes to highlight, and then you'll see me going in with the Real Technique sponge just to blend everything out. Then taking the shades Medium Beige and Almond, I'm just going in with both of these shades to contour, just applying the Medium Beige first and the Almond shade underneath it. I really love how these two colours blend out together for cream contouring. Then you see me going in with this Faboosh brush that I've been using in a lot of my tutorials lately. This is from the My Travel set. It doesn't have like a particular name or number, but it's just their angled brush. I will leave everything linked down below. I love this brush for blending out cream contouring because it does not lift away my foundation. Then just going back in with the Porcelain shade, I'm just using this to clean up underneath my contour because I feel like I can get a little bit messy sometimes, and I'm just blending that out with that same sponge. Then you see me taking the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder and I'm just going to bake underneath my eyes. I've been baking with a brush lately because I feel like it uses less product and it gives me the same result, so I'm not wasting as much. It's not even really baking because by the time I go back in and brush it away, there's not really too much to brush away, but it gives the exact same result. So I'm just baking with that powder underneath my eyes, setting my nose, my cupid's bow and my chin as well, and also underneath my contour where I applied that concealer just to make it really sharp. I wanted this look to be extremely contoured and highlighted and very glam. Then I'm just going in with my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. This is very similar to the MAC Studio Fix powder, and I'm just setting my face with that with this big fluffy brush. Then you see me going in with Hoola by Benefit. I'm just going to set my contour with that, and I'm taking this on the E4 brush, I believe it is. I will leave everything listed below as I keep saying, so don't forget to check that in case I say something wrong. But yes, just going back in and going over those areas that we contoured before just to make sure nothing was lost when we were powdering our face. Then just going back in and brushing away all of that powder underneath my eyes. Then I'm just taking this blush by MAC. This is the shade Peaches. I absolutely love this blush, and I'm just applying that very generously to my cheeks. Then going in with So Hollywood by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm just going to spray my brush with MAC Fix Plus. I saw Desi Perkins do this in one of her videos, and my god, does it make your highlight pop so much. It looks amazing. If you guys don't like an intense highlight, I probably wouldn't recommend it, but we all know I do. Then going back in with that warm brown that we applied on the outer corner first, I'm just going to apply this along the lower lash line. Then I'm just going to tightline with that NYX black eyeliner again, and then taking the darkest brown in that palette, and I'm just going to smoke out that eyeliner, and then going in with this shimmery shade and packing that onto the inner corner. And here is where you see me stab myself in the face with my mascara, because I tried to do it on camera for you guys. Guarantee that will not be happening again. Then I'm just going in with this Sigma Lose the Halo lip concealer, and I'm just basically going to use this to blank out the color of my lips as much as possible because I want them to be really light for this look. Then I'm just taking this essence in the Nude lip liner, lining my lips, and I'm going in with Kimchi Doll by Gerard Cosmetics, which is my favorite lipstick ever, as you guys would know, and then topping it off with their Spring Fling lip gloss. All my coupon codes for Gerard Cosmetics are listed down below, but if you want to get this lipstick and lip gloss combo, you can use the code Kasey combo and you can get it for only $20, or you can use the code Kasey for 25% off. Then I'm just finishing off the look with some MAC Fix Plus just to make sure all the powders are laid down and they all kind of blend into one. Look how angelic and weird I look doing this. And that is it for this look, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.